Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. I hope you all are staying safe and warm, and we have such a great show for you today. OPS Fitness is back to show us how to get in a quick workout in under 6 minutes with resistance bands, and it's also Wealth Wednesday, so we're getting some holistic financial planning tips from Foster Financial, and later on, we're going to get the rundown on some fun, trendy pet products. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
Welcome back. We are continuing to give you fitness tips and workouts you can do at home in under 6 minutes. And joining me today is Lauren from OPS Fitness, and she's a personal trainer. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, thanks for having me today.
Yes, welcome. I'm really excited about what you're going to show me today. I see you have some bands in your hands.
I did bring some equipment with me.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's get started.
All right, so I'm going to give you this one.
Okay.
So we're going to do a couple different things. You can buy these bands anywhere, actually, so they're super cheap. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put it around your toes, actually.
Oh, okay.
So you're going to put it in the middle of your foot.
Okay.
You're going to start with your feet kind of a little wide. You're going to bend those legs, hips back, and we're just going to take little steps sideways. Yep, perfect. Try to keep that tension on the band the whole time, and then we'll go back the other direction, working on the sides of those hips. Very nice. Perfect. Good.
Right.
And then we're just going to leave the band there. So next thing you're going to do is you're going to stand nice and tall, shoulders back, squeeze the core, and we're just going to march up and down. So bring one foot up and then the other, kind of drive that toe up to the ceiling. Perfect. Good. Let's do a couple more on each side. Good. And squeeze the glutes as you go.
Okay.
And last one. Perfect.
And it seems like the higher you go, the more. It's like,
oh yeah,
you
the
can
resistance
feel it.
there.
I like it. Okay.
Good. Now we're going to take it off.
Okay.
And you're going to actually bring it around your wrists. So we're going to do a bicep curl and a squat. So combo movement here. So you're going to, as you go down, you're going to curl it up.
Okay.
Yep. So perfect. Go down and then stand back up and then keep that tension on the band the whole time. Sit into those heels. Beautiful. In 3, 2, last one. Very nice.
Right.
Yeah, now we're just gonna keep it right here.
Okay.
And we're going to do a front raise. So we're gonna work on those shoulders.
Okay.
So you're gonna pull it apart again, and you're just gonna raise it up past your eyeballs and come back down. And as you do it, you wanna make sure you're breathing the whole time, squeezing that core in nice and tight. Perfect. Once you get to those 10, you start to feel that burn. You're like, ooh. Good, let's do 3, 2 more. Very nice.
I already feel it.
Oh yeah, and 1, very nice.
Yay.
Awesome, and then next, we're actually gonna go down to the floor.
Okay.
So, we're gonna keep it on our wrists.
Okay.
We're gonna get into that plank position. So tall, high plank. Yep, perfect. Feet should be a little wide. And then you're gonna bring one hand out to the side and then come back in. Really squeezing that core up to your belly button. Trying not to let those hips move. Good. Very nice. And we're gonna do a couple more. Trying to keep that core nice and tight. Good, last one. Perfect. And then we have one more exercise to show you.
Okay.
Feeling that burn now?
Yes.
So this
Feels
last
good.
one, we're actually gonna put the band around our toes again.
Okay.
And it's called a dead bug. So you're gonna be on your back, knees are gonna be at 90. You can keep your hands on your knees if you want to.
Okay. Let me just remove this. Okay.
Good. And then flex your toes towards yourself, and you're just gonna push one knee down. Lock out that leg, squeeze that core in tight, and then switch sides. Do the other one.
Oh, nice. That's good with this band. Yes.
And squeeze that core in, pull the belly button into your spine. Good. Okay. Keep going, breathe. Let's do 2 more on each side. Good. 1, and then last couple, and good.
Yes.
Very nice.
That was great. I think that was my favorite.
Feel the burn there?
Yes. Awesome. All right, that was so much fun.
I know, right?
Thank
Feeling a
you
good
for
burn,
showing
getting
how
a good
to,
workout.
Yes,
You'll have
and
to buy
so
one.
easy. Yes, and so easy to use. You can kind of take it anywhere. You can do it on your lunch break.
Oh yeah.
At work. Okay.
Super quick and easy.
And so, Lauren, you teach different classes at OPS Fitness, right?
I do.
Okay, so share with me about what you teach.
So I teach our adult performance class.
Okay.
It's kind of like a functional strength class with a little bit of cardio in it. It's super fun. And then we also offer a bunch of different classes as well. So we have cycle, and then we also have our group X classes, which is heated bar, hot yoga, there's Pilates, there's some HIIT strength classes, a bunch of different stuff.
So what is heated bar?
So you use like a ballet bar, and it's heated, so it's about 100 degrees in the room. Super fun though, and you do a lot of like banded stuff and a lot of like body weights, but you also use a little bit of the weights as well. It's super fun though, a good burn for sure.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
good. And so the workouts that we did today, about how many reps do you recommend?
Maybe about 8 to 10. If
Okay.
you want to do more, you can always, if you use like a heavier band, you could do that many. And then if you use a lighter band, you could do about 10 to 15, 15 to 20. Kind of just depends. Once you feel that burn, you're like, ooh, I don't know how many more I can do.
Right, yes, okay, in morning and at night?
You could do it 2
see
times a day
results?
if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, well, we're gonna challenge ourselves this year. Thank you so much, Lauren. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes, if you would like more information about OPS Fitness, you can check out their website. I'll have it listed below, and we'll be right back.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Welcome back to Wealth Wednesdays. As you know, the Secure Act 2.0 is making sweeping changes, and we have all of the details for you to help you be equipped. And of course, joining me today is financial advisor Caleb Doan with Foster Financial. Hi, Caleb.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So I know you come with new information today, each week letting us know about what's happening with the Secure Act 2.0. So please give me what's the update.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know last week, I think we talked a little bit about RMDs, how they changed from 72 to 73. Eventually, they'll be 75.
Yes.
Today, I wanted to focus in on another piece of kind of a big change that happened, which is changing how 529 accounts work. So of course, as kind of a refresher, 529 accounts are really a tax-advantaged way to save money and invest money for qualified education expenses.
Okay.
So this is something that, you know, parents and grandparents, especially grandparents, love to set up for their grandchildren. Anytime they have a new grandbaby on the way, they say, hey, I want to open a 529 account, you know, put in $5,000 and earmark it for college.
Right.
But one of the biggest questions that they often have is, hey, you know, what if my grandbaby doesn't end up going to college? Or what if they get a full ride scholarship and they don't end up needing all of this money? So built into 529 accounts are kind of this flexibility where you can change it from one beneficiary to another. So from one grandchild to their sibling or their nephew, their aunt or uncle, it's pretty flexible in terms of the relatives that you could transfer it to. Secure Act 2.0 added some additional flexibility too. So with Secure Act 2.0, if the 529 account has been open for 15 years, that 529 account could be rolled into a Roth IRA, subject to certain annual limits. Like this year, it's a $6,500 annual limit, and then a lifetime limit of $35,000. But it's a really important thing to keep in mind because it kind of adds this extra layer of flexibility.
Right, because before it was very limited in what you could do with it. And so share with us, prior to this change, what could people do with it if, like you said, their child did not actually go to school or had other means of financial support?
Right. So previously, the funds in a 529 account could be used for a relatively broad array of education expenses.
Okay.
So, I mean, it could be used for computers, a lot of times room and board, books, of course, tuition too.
Yes.
And then if that money didn't get used, a lot of times it was sort of transferred to maybe their sibling or eventually that kid's child, whatever it might be. Now, there's kind of this added layer where they say, hey, if you have, $30,000 left over in that 529 account, you can roll it into a Roth IRA. And these Roth IRAs are sort of widely considered one of the most tax-advantaged retirement accounts.
Yes, absolutely.
Because the money in them grows completely tax-free and it comes out completely tax-free. So getting to add additional money to a Roth IRA is something financial advisors always kind of perk up when they hear that.
Yeah.
And there's an additional way to sort of get money in these accounts.
Okay, that is so interesting. So I want to dive deeper into the 529 plans because that may be a new term or account that we're learning about, and it's still something that people can invest in, correct?
Yeah.
So kind of break that down and let us know about the benefits of setting it up now for our kids, nieces, grandchildren.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess I'll kind of compare and contrast it to just a typical investment account or brokerage account that people would think of. So if somebody invested, let's say $5,000 for their kid in a brokerage account when they were born, 18 years later, that account maybe grew from $5,000 to $20,000. Let's just say if the markets did well.
Right.
Now, when that $20,000 is cashed out, someone, depending on their tax bracket, has to pay what's called capital gains taxes on the growth, which it went from 5 to 20, so the growth is $15,000. And there's a capital gains tax associated with that. The 529 accounts are kind of an incentive to invest money, and then it gives you a tax advantage too. So with a 529 account, if you invested that same $5,000, it grew to 20. As long as you pull it out for qualified education expenses, you don't have to pay taxes on it.
Wow. Okay, that makes sense. And so now with these changes that are connected with the 529 plan and the Secure Act 2.0, I know that there are rules that you have to apply or be aware of, rather, especially for residents in Indiana. So please share with me, what are those rules?
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm glad you brought it up too, because Indiana kind of sweetens the pot a little bit, I'd say, with 529 accounts. They actually give a tax incentive for people who are contributing to a 529 account. So for those who contribute up to $7,500 a year into a 529 account, the state of Indiana says we're going to give you a 20% tax credit on that contribution.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of encouraging parents, to start setting some of this money aside.
Yes.
And so if a parent contributes up to $7,500 in this 529 account, they would get a 20% tax credit, which would be $1,500 on their taxes. So it's kind of an extra bonus for planning ahead for your child's college expenses.
Yeah, wow, okay. That's great. So any other important details that we just need to know?
Those are really the main pieces on the 529 account. I mean, with those, I guess it's important to know whatever financial advisor you're going to, if you're looking for advice, it's important that they're sort of taking into account all of these changes in Secure Act 2.0, because it really does change a lot when it comes to your investment strategy, your retirement planning, all of that. So whoever you go to, just make sure that they're most up to date with all of these changes.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Caleb.
Thank you for having me.
That was great information. And if you want to learn more information about Foster Financial Services and gain their complimentary consultation, then please contact Caleb and his team. We'll have that information listed below, and we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
If you have a pet, I'm sure you love them so dearly and they bring you so much joy. So it's okay to spoil them. In this week's Best Reviews, Meredith Gallo joins Gary to share our picks for new and unique pet products that you'll love.
All right, let's do this. Best reviews. Love this. I'm Gary Gelfand. This is Meredith Gallo. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, so I've got a little dog, and his name is Sully, and so he's watching this segment. So let's make him proud. I want to make sure he knows which segments that he wants to purchase, and I'm sure they're all fantastic. Let's start with some of your faves.
Sure, absolutely. So for your dog, this is actually may actually fit him if he's small.
He's a small little guy. Yep.
So this is an LED light collar, and we really like this one. It's from a brand called Blazin.
Okay.
We like this one because especially as it gets darker out, we want to make sure that you're safe when you're with your dog when you guys are going on a walk outside or early in the morning. And this is a great option. It has visibility up to 350 yards, so pretty far. It comes in a bunch of different color options, so you can kind of really customize it for your dog.
That's amazing. Yeah, I like this. This is something we need because we're walking through the neighborhood. It gets pretty dark, and like you said, it's dark by 5 o'clock. And we need that. Okay, you got some other ones?
Yeah. So this is another one of our favorites. We've tested this a ton. It's the Shark cordless stick vacuum. It's made specifically for pets. It's a great option because it's super, super lightweight, and it's really easy to kind of take wherever, clean up after your pet. Easy to carry. It's not as clunky as one of those big old vacuums that you've seen. It's a great option, especially if you have like little messes, fur all over the house that you need to get after.
And my little guy sheds a lot too, so that would be a good one. Okay, let's move down the line here. I see a tennis ball, and it's attached to a phone. What is going on with this?
Yes, so this is a fun one. This is the Pooch Selfie, and true to its name, it is supposed to help you take better selfies with your dog. It works best with a play-motivated dog, but we found that it's good for selfies or if you just want to take a front-on photo too.
Yeah, so you're looking like this. He's looking, and he looks right at the ball. Oh my gosh, that's genius. I like that one too. All right, what's this? Is this like a speaker, or is he going to get busy dancing?
Yeah. So we've at Best Reviews, we've heard a lot of customers and kind of consumers asking for advice on how to kind of make sure their dog is comfortable and happy when they're out running errands or out kind of going back to the workforce now that they're not working remotely anymore. This is the iCalm Dog Bluetooth speaker for your dog, and it's great because it comes with 3 hours of classical music arranged specifically to calm dogs down. So it's really great if your dog already kind of responds to music or TV or anything like that.
That's great because I would give you something like this because when I leave and I know I'm gone for 3, 4, 5 hours or more than that, like 5 hours for sure, I like to just turn some sort of music on and leave my TV on. This could be the answer. I like that. All right, what about this? We get some sort of good little smells happening now. So in case a bad smell happens, that'll cover it up, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, actually not. No. It's interesting. It's a plug-in diffuser. It's kind of like a Glade plug-in, but it diffuses a solution that is supposed to mimic the mothering cat's pheromones. So it's supposed to calm down and soothe cats. This is the multi-cat option, but it's a monthly plug-in, and it's great. I actually have one at home with my cat, and I feel like it's really helpful, especially if we have kind of environment changes, people are coming to visit, we're leaving for a little bit. It'll help kind of calm him down so he's not nervous or anything like that.
Okay. And then last, traveling. We always like to travel with our pets. This is kind of cool. My little guy, he might fit in there, but he might be a little bit too big for this one. But how does this one work? This
so it's a backpack, which is great. You can kind of see it around there. It's great for cats or small dogs. You can even put a rabbit in there if you want. It's a great option because it kind of comes also with some side pockets. You can put treats in there, and it's a lot of visibility through the back. So if you're one to kind of take your dog on a plane or just kind of through the neighborhood, you don't want to kind of have them walking, maybe you have an older dog or something like that. Great option. Likewise with cats.
Yeah, I love that. Throw it right on your back. Put this down, put the top down,
Yeah.
head pops out, good to go. All right, where do we find out more about these products?
You can go to bestreviews.com for all of these, and we're really there to help simplify your purchasing decisions, especially when it comes to pets.
I love that. Pets need the good stuff.
Best Reviews is owned by our parent company, Nexstar. For more information and to find more product reviews, go to our website, WANE.com.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Today, we are living local as we browse the city of Angola. Angola's Main Street has been recognized as one of the top 3 in the state, offering plenty of shopping, dining, and even entertainment options. Angola is a great city to walk or ride a bike around town and features Pokagon State Park, one of Indiana's original 6 state parks. Angola is also home to Trine University, which is known for their scholars, doers, and playmakers. They have educated generations of students and built a community that's ready for the real world. As they say, Trine built, world ready. The city is also arts-focused, with T. Firth Center of Performing Arts, expanding the cultural resources and creating an environment where artists can thrive. The most popular landmark in Angola is the monument, referred to by locals as the Mound or the Circle. Built in 1917, the monument commemorates the Civil War, and it has statues for all 4 branches of the military. The monument is also the center of many town celebrations and festivals. And we can't forget about Angola Motorsport Speedway, where you can watch the race from the grandstands or from the private luxury suites located in the tower. And that's just a snippet of what Angola has to offer. Thank you so much for joining us today. And don't forget, if you want to stay connected with the show, follow us on Facebook and on Instagram at Living Local 15. And remember, it's never too late to live your best life, so start living it today. And I'll see you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15. Go to the Living Local 15 page on WANE.com for recipes from the show, to watch a segment again, and to get information on products and services featured on Living Local 15. Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.